Hello, hello, hello. How's everybody doing this wonderful Saturday evening, Memorial Day weekend? So we got a lot of viewers, probably because of this guy. They're giving away one of these tonight. I'll be doing a drawing several times tonight is the plan. I've basically selected 5 random times tonight throughout the stream where I'm going to ask everybody to throw a random number into the chat. And then I'll draw a random number, and we'll see if anybody wins that. We'll make sure by the end of it that somebody definitely does. Make this a little brighter. Why does that seem dark? There it goes, not too bad. So, work on that one today. So we got a good number of viewers today. It's cool. How is everyone doing? How's your Memorial Day weekend? Matt, welcome. Cody, building the turn A. Awesome. Which turn A? Is that the master grade or one of the high grades? Cord Grimes sounds good. Matt Click, how is the wing kit? Been on my wish list for a while. I love the design. So far, so good. I mean, I haven't gotten to the shoulders yet, which is pretty much where every wing kit is weak, is the shoulders, because of the transformation gimmick. Every Wing Zero, Proto Zero, Wing Zero Custom, they all tend to have relatively weak and loose shoulders because of that transformation gimmick. So we might see that tonight, depending on how far I get in the next couple hours. Starting on the arms next. Okay, knock will do. Jesus Hernandez. Hello everyone, how is it going, Jesus? Seth Futrell, I don't like the legs on mine. What's wrong with the legs, Seth? Do you have a particular issue with the legs? I should probably start pulling parts out here. Right arm. Looks like these arms are separate. It's cool. So let's look for F and PC are the ones that are runners I need next. James in a cabin burning at my hotspot. Nice. Cody, master grade. Good to hear. Master grades are always fun. Ian, Minions, you're reporting for duty. What's up, Nick? WIng Gundam hype. Not too much, man. I'm excited. We just got those splash paints up on the site. I don't know, like 15, 20 minutes ago. If you heard anything about splash paints, they're, I believe they're lacquers. They're basically airbrush ready though. You don't need to thin them. And I've heard good things about them, so I'm excited that we are now officially a splash paint dealer. So we've got those up on the site. You should definitely check those out. Josh Sullivan, hey Josh, what's up, man? Food trial very weak due to the transformation. Interesting. I'll watch out for the legs then too. Matt Click, I'm building the Origin Ortega Zaku. I want the huge axe. Super fun build. The Origin kits are great. I've heard great things about the Origin kits. And you basically can't go wrong with the big axe, right? Jack doing great. Nice and quiet this weekend. Just the way I like it. Quiet weekends are good. Not sure if I remember what a quiet weekend looks like anymore, but I like quiet too. I found out first thing this morning when I woke up on Facebook that New Hampshire is actually allowing martial arts schools to open back up, or gyms, starting June 1st, group classes and the like. So I gotta figure out how to navigate that with the dojo. Might be doing classes again soon. Should be kind of nice. No, can't wait to get my first model delivered. Nickel, hey Nick, it's Nickel Stockman to say hello. Hey Nick, what's going on, man? How you been? 36. One downside about having more people in the chat is that I have a lot more stuff to respond to. So I got those 3 parts. And I need my PC polygraph runner. Asian Red Dragon. This is not Azai. Good. As long as Azai's not here, we can talk bad about him. Jason, so much fun. Can't wait till I get off work and go home to paint. I top coated my Epion this afternoon. I just haven't had time for a while. And I don't know, something about getting the airbrush out was just nice. Just watching that matte coat go on and the shine of the plastic just like disappear. I really need to make time to paint more often. And just put on a pot of coffee, ready to ride this giveaway out until the end. So it looks like we have a bunch more people than were here when I first started. So like I said when I started, the plan is at 5 random times. Let's toss that. It's driving me nuts. I'm going to basically ask everyone to throw a number into the chat. And I'm going to draw a random number within the range that I give to everybody. And if somebody wins, they get it. And if they don't, we'll go on to that next one. And for those first ones, we'll definitely start with a, we'll say something like pick a number between 1 and 100. So there's a chance somebody wins it right out of the gate. In which case, I might have to just give away 2. And if not, then we'll just ride it out to the next one and gradually decrease it. Not looking for a number yet. I'll let you guys know. I'll give you a few minutes. First one's coming up pretty soon, though. I randomly generated some times before the stream started. The first 2 actually come up pretty quick, so... Yeah, Zai is a crappy builder anyway. I totally agree. McCord, I finished my Epion the other day. I need more kits now. Always need more kits. Always need more kits. Well, maybe not always. If your backlog's full, you don't need more kits, but... Which actually reminds me, we are doing a sale this weekend. It is Memorial Day weekend, so MD15 takes 15% off a small... relatively small selection of kits, but there's some really nice ones in that selection of kits that work. So if you go up to mechawarehouse.com, up at the top is a little bar that's got the sale mentioned and a little link you can click, and that will take you right to the collection of items that's for sale. Some awesome master grades like the Epion I was just talking about. What else is up there? Master grade Camphor. There are some great high grades in there too. Real grade new, I think, is on that list. So there's definitely some items that don't move very fast, but there's some items that move very quickly. So good all-around selection. Nick's gaming channel. Love the setup from work. Oh man. Thanks, dude. Appreciate that. David. Hey, what's up, David? Is not Azai, Asian Red Dragon. Typically, how much is in your backlog? I should probably get a count, but I want to say I've got like 20 or something kits in my backlog. It's quite a bit. Most of my backlog actually came from the early days of Mecha Warehouse, way back before I had great distributors like I have now, and I was getting stuff directly from Japan, and I was selling primarily on Amazon. I bought a ton of stuff, like one each of like 20 different kits with the intent to sell it on Amazon. But the thing about selling on Amazon is you have to get ungated for certain items, meaning you have to get like approval and have like receipts and all sorts of documentation and meet some requirements to sell. And I couldn't get that, get the documentation I needed for those because I went from some like no-name distributor that they didn't recognize that was directly in Japan. And so I was like, uh-oh, I guess I can't sell these kits. And on my backlog they went. So those days I was ordering mostly stuff that I knew I would keep if the whole thing went to pot. Knock, I bought 6 kits, just can't wait. Awesome. What kits did you get, man? David, I picked up some stuff today. Thank you. Cody, Zaku 2, which looks sweet. Yeah, that's another nice kit. Good one to get save some cash on. Dakota, Ola Nerds. What's up, Dakota? David got the camphor and some splash paints. Super excited for them. Awesome. I have a feeling those splash paints are going to be sold out by tonight or tomorrow or something, or at least some of them will. Probably should have purchased a lot more than I did, but when I placed the order I didn't realize how interested people would be. I figured I'd give it a try, but we'll see what happens. Thank you for the sale. I got another Hyzak from it. Those seem to be really popular. I've sold a lot of Hyzaks in the last week or two. However long it is that I've had them in stock. Cord, I don't have a backlog. Guess I'm behind a bit. No, it just means you build fast or you're new in the game. Having a big backlog isn't the best thing in the world. It's nice to not have to worry about not running out of kits and having to go wait for one when you're ready to build something. But on the flip side, it definitely takes up space. And if you change your mind, now you got to worry about getting rid of those kits. Kind of reminds me, back in February, I was down in Virginia for the Old Dominion Open. It's an IPMS competition, and one of the things that stuck out in my mind is they had a lot of booths and tables where people were selling stuff. And a good number of those were just tables that were rented by old model builders selling kits from God knows how long ago that they just never got around to building, and they realized they're never going to build them all. So you almost don't want to end up being like that. Oh shit, I should put... Get distracted here. You almost don't want to end up like that, right? And have hundreds of kits, enough to make it look like a store by the time you're done as a model builder. Or maybe you do. Just get the grandkids into it. James Russer, I heard this, they spray real good. I've heard they're nice paints. I don't think I'll be trying them anytime soon, just because I'm kind of afraid to spray lacquers in the house. I don't think my setup's good enough for that. But if I did, or when I do, I'll probably give them a try. Maybe when I get the store set up, I could set up a really good good spray booth in the warehouse. Set up a little work studio there. Coda, having a backlog is not fun. Do not have a backlog. I don't know about not fun, man. I think backlogs can be fun. They just take up space. And they make you wonder about your decisions when you see all that money that you put into them. Adjuster that you'll use twice as much. Knock, Camphor, Deathlight, Shinmusha. Good choices, man. Awesome. Tabletop Modeler, thank you for the, it says follower, but I'm assuming it's subscribe. I need to figure out how this works. Just watching our old pal Nick. Go to Tabletop Modeler. Awesome vids. Thank you for streaming. Dave Semi. Awesome. Welcome. All right. So I said that the way I'm going to do this is ask for random numbers. So we are upon our first drawing point. So if everyone wants to put a random number in the chat between 1 and 100 in about a minute or so, I'm going to draw a random number and we'll see if anybody wins that kit. And if not, then we'll give it another try in some unannounced, secret, predetermined amount of time. In the meantime, we'll look for runner B while you guys all throw those numbers up in the chat. B. Dakota, yeah, I feel like I'm calling to say that at this point. Yeah, Dakota's got a backlog for days. Or weeks, months, or years. B, there we go. B is white. So I'll cut these parts out for this one, and then I will pull up a random number generator on my phone. B, 6 and 7. Shark Bait Design Works. Thanks for the subscribe. Got those, and I'll need PCJ. Might as well grab that one while I'm at it here. PCJ. There are a lot of polycaps in this kit. Okay, so just for the record here, the last number I see in the chat is Tabletop Modeler, so any after that aren't going to count. So let's draw a number here between 1 and 100. Generate, and I got 1, which is going to show up backwards because of the camera, but we don't have a 1, so we will wait and draw again. And I'm gonna run a set timer this time so I remember what time it goes. Timer is set, and timer runs out, we'll draw again, and maybe we'll decrease that range. No worries, doesn't look like you missed out. Just gonna keep drawing randomly every. If you missed it, anybody who just got in. The way I'm doing this to give away this kit, giving away one of these, the high-grade Maganac, one of my favorites. If you know me well, you know why. And basically, I'm just gonna draw. I'm gonna ask people to throw numbers in the chat periodically throughout this at predetermined, randomly predetermined times, and hopefully we'll get a winner, and we'll just make the odds higher as we go. I can say from first-hand experience, the Maganac is a nice kit. nice high-grade kit for sure. And I feel like I am probably the human being on the planet who's built the most Magnets. I need to make sure I do something bigger in my life before I die, so that's not my headstone. Nick Savery. Here lies Nick Savery. He built a lot of Maganacs. That can't be it, right? Okay. Other kid I got was Ari, Vignagina, Betos. Betos is nice. I've heard mixed things about Vignagina, but Nick Burgess, the box is bigger than I thought it would be. Yeah, I mean, it's the same size. It probably just shows up big. It looks big on my small hands, right? Dakota, you legally have to build at least 30 to be able to review this kit. Wait, yeah. I should keep my my Maganac cam up so I can just flash to another scene where you can see my Maganac collection. I mean, like, how many... Has anybody seen anybody else that's built that full set yet? The 36-piece Maganac core set. I saw one of the sets partially assembled down at ODO when I was there, but it was a club that teamed up to build them. And they still didn't get all 40 done. What is everyone up to? Everybody having a good Memorial Day weekend? Good Memorial Day weekend plans? I'm not really doing anything super fancy here. I'm grilling for lunch past couple days. And that's pretty much it. Not teaching Monday night, so get to take a little bit of time off. And trying to keep up with all the warehouse stuff. Knock, one-man building crew. Yep. Asian Red Dragon is 40, right? 38 HG and 2 P Bandai. So what the set is, a 36-piece set that you can buy from, that was a P Bandai set. And then in addition, there were 2 P Bandai kits. Each of the P Bandai kits can be built in one of 2 ways. So there's actually 2 different, each kit can, you basically need to buy 2 of each of the P Bandai kits. Or you buy the P Bandai one and a regular high grade. And that's what I did. Save you a few dollars, you know, to buy 2 of each of those P Bandai kits, because it's just the special parts that get added in to each of them. So that makes 40. And then I built Sandrock that weekend, and then I built an additional Maganac. I've built 41 Maganacs because of the one I built blindfolded after that ridiculous weekend. Already raining over here, so nothing to do. That sucks, man. Weather is wonderful here. It's been warm. David, I made 100 pound of pulled pork. Wow, it's a lot of pulled pork. Sounds delightful though. Dakota Nick is a hot dog, a sandwich. I don't know, it depends how you eat it. What's the definition of a sandwich? I think a hot dog on a bun is a sandwich, but a hot dog itself is a hot dog. Ian, I love that we're building this kit at the same time. Well, I got the Verkab, but it's 99.99% the same. Can't wait to see the wing crew all together. Yeah, it'd be nice to get all these wing kits assembled and together, right? That would be cool. Almost there. This is the last one to snap. I've got to get some ooh, I feel like you can't follow these instructions. Or no, I guess you can. I lied. But it'll be good to get them all together. Just lost my train of thought. This is the last one I'm snapping. I just finished Epion on the top coat today. I get to assemble that one soon. I'm gonna gloss coat Sandrock and work on decals on that next. And then I got a decal Hell, Decite Hell, and this one. I think I gotta figure out what I'm doing for decals for the Proto Zero too at some point. Josh, already same year, the Facebook ads really paid off. I haven't built a kit since 2003, but that piqued my interest. Now I'm hooked again. So if you go broke due to getting back in a Gunpla building, I'm sorry, Josh. Asian Red Dragon, painting what you're painting. Is building while you're building. Easy mistake. Dakota, that's what it's all about, Josh. Glad you're building again. I agree. I'm glad you're building again, too. Love people getting into this hobby. David, yeah, for the country club for Monday. James was upstairs, warehouse, downstairs shipping, middle Maganax. Pretty much. Business at the top and bottom and party in the middle. Already, hot dog is a sandwich because you can eat it without the bun. Yeah, I think a hot dog itself is a hot dog. A hot dog on a bun could be a sandwich. Tabletop model 80 and Muggy here in Misery. Oh, man. David, how is that kit, Nick? Which kit? Are you talking about the one I'm working on now? So far, so good. The shoulders will be the most telling part, but they'll probably won't be great because that's how all wing kits are. All the wing variants. Cody Ratliff, I'm wishing I had a Wario hat for the turn A. Top modeler new to the channel. Do you ever prime and do you complete custom paint jobs? I do. I haven't been doing any of that on the stream. I mean, mostly I focus on snap builds on the stream so far. I've got to change up how my stuff is situated here. I think I might have tried streaming painting once. It's just a pain because I had to move my painting booth over here. It's hard to switch back and forth. The long-term plan is to get a setup where I can kind of switch back and forth to different camera angles pretty quickly. So that should happen at some point. Dude, Sandrock is amazing. I got a sand with a kit for it. Excited to put it on. Cool, man. Sandrock is a good build. Okay, B9 and 12. A hot dog by itself is a sausage. Yeah, I think that's probably true. The things that this turns into. Sandrox is in quarantine jail right now, so probably won't see us until this quarantine thing's over. Oh man, that's not cool. Dakota, I'm done with all this hot dog chatter. You're just here, you're just throwing hand grenades, man. Like some bosses I've had, they'll be in a design meeting and they'll pop in for 2 seconds, ask a tough question, and then walk out to go to another meeting. Completely derail everything. Dakota also really craving a hot dog for some reason. I had hot dogs for lunch actually. So we grilled today. Had a craving for hot dogs the other day. It's like, whatever. It's Memorial Day. We could do hot dogs. What's a bratwurst then? Here I thought I was gonna get people together talking about Gunpla and hobby stuff, and here we are stuck on hot dogs and bratwursts and other assorted sausages. Now I kind of want a bratwurst though. Oh God. I don't know if I can keep reading this, guys. This is getting ridiculous. It's hot dog code, Dakota. Is it a hot dog you really want? And if a hot dog is a sausage, is a breakfast sausage a hot dog? Maybe if you put it on a hot dog bun, it could double as a hot dog. If you grill it, maybe it is. Nick, my supernova Sandrock is stuck in China as well. Let my boy out COVID jail ain't right, man. Multiple uses of hot dog emoji. What about kielbasa? It is Memorial Day, so it could be worse. It could be worse. Or not, it isn't Memorial Day, but it's Memorial Day weekend. Now I'm craving a nice brat. I'm right there with you, man. I kind of thinking brats sound good. I wonder if my wife got any when she went to the store the other day. Already time to turn the Mecha Warehouse into the hot dog warehouse. I think you can't forget Schnitzel. This is getting crazy, guys. I feel like I should change the subject. What does everybody use for seating when you build? Because I'd say the one biggest complaint I have is about my posture whenever I'm on the computer. And building, I think, affects it too. It's just got that tendency to kind of start hunching. Tabletop modeler pizza can be a sandwich. I mean, if you're one of those weird people that folds it up. James Wiener. Dakota. So anyway, how about that Gundam WIng? Hey, looking good, Nick. Thanks, Dakota. Trying to recover. And do you remember back in the day, any of you guys around when I used to stream on Instagram? I did my building on live on Instagram like over a year ago, maybe. I had this guy that would show up and he would ask all sorts of random questions. I have a standing desk, so I stand the whole time. Standing desk might work. I've got basically a standing workstation where I pack now, which has been nice. Way better than the low folding table. Cord grabs I sit on the floor right now because I don't have a desk, just a low TV stand. Not too bad. Cody, I sit, but I kind of hunch too, and pizza should have ranch to dip it in. Oh, I used to think you were cool, man. Pizza and ranch. Like, ranch goes with everything for the most part, but pizza? And you're a dragon. I'm in a bad chair for paint. I gotta sit on the floor. So the worst for my back is the combination of sitting at a computer a lot and then, like, especially when I was actively doing jiu-jitsu before the whole corona situation kind of happened. It's a bad combo, sitting in a chair, hunching, and then having some big sweaty dude try to grind you into the mats. Just doesn't work out too well. Knock, I'm new to this Gunpla. Always wanted to do this since I was a kid. It hurt almost as much as hearing the words ranch and pizza in the same sentence. Knock, that's kind of the same for me. I had heard about Gunpla when I was a kid, and then when I was in Japan a few years back, I came across Gunpla and I was like, where has this been all my life? Obviously it was in Japan, so that was an easy question to answer. But Zay of the day, bro. I see it on the floor. Cody, pepperoni pizza, be specific. Still not great. Josh, I have to stand when I build. If I sit more than an hour, it'd kill my back. I probably need to get a standing desk then. Nick. So Nick, out of all, in your opinion, what's the best wing kit? Built and end results? I'd probably say my favorite that I've built would be that Proto Zero. The Wing Zero Custom's definitely a dated build. This one so far has been pretty good though. For the Proto Zero, I think of the ones I've completed, which is basically just the Wing Zero Custom. And this one, assuming that you're referring to the actual wings and not all of the kits in the Wing series. If you're talking about all the kits in the Wing series, it's like a 3-way tie, probably 4-way tie. Really liked Sandrock. Really liked Heavy Arms. Really liked Death Scythe. It's hard. It's hard to decide. There's so many good kits. Already, ranch and pizza's okay. Pineapple on pizza's where it's at, though. I am definitely down for Hawaiian pizza. Matt, click, I got into it as a kid and built all the Wing NGs. Recently got back into it. Never been on a building spree. It's cool, man. Not no pineapple on pizza. Oh man, I like Hawaiian pizza. Andrew Ross didn't know about Gunpla until I saw a sponsored ad from you on Facebook after rewatching Gundam Wing. Started looking into it and bought a Leo kit, and I'm working on my 3rd kit. Awesome, man. I'm kind of glad to hear that I'm inspiring people to get into the hobby. It's kind of awesome to see the hobby grow. Actually get close to that next drawing time. Wow, we got 23 viewers right now according to Slobs here, so that's pretty awesome. Your Dragon is favorite is the Baganak. I don't know if it's my favorite of all the Wing kits, man, but I've built plenty of them. I should probably do something with them other than keep them right here at my desk, too. Evening, Dylan. Mr. J Hound, I just got started building like a week ago. My Gio and I watch a lot of Gundam Build Fighters, so I went ahead and bought her a Goof Revive for me and a Phoenix for her. Awesome, man. Being able to share the hobby with someone is really cool too. Cardi, how do you feel about Zoids kits? I haven't built a single Zoids kit. I never really got into Zoids. I think I probably watched a few episodes of the show when I was a kid, but I haven't gotten into them yet. A lot of people have been asking me about stocking them though, so hopefully that will happen in the near future. And I might have to build one just to give one a try, since people keep talking about them. They look cool. I've seen some really cool looking Zoids. Nah, it's bad. I haven't even built a kit and I'm addicted. I bought 10 kits. Yep, got that plastic crack going, man. That's why my personal Instagram profile says I'm a plastic crack dealer. Get you hooked with that plastic, man. Pure cut. And next thing you know, you're buying the cheap bulk shit from China. And Zoids would be a cool addition. They get expensive fast though. Yeah, the Zoid kits I think are definitely on the pricey end. Already stock some Zoid kits. Save the day. Are there any problems in imports now due to the virus? That's a really good question. So let me grab some more sandpaper here. The imports, as far as I have seen, have been going fine. Bluefin, the main distributor for Bandai products, they basically do all the importation for the US. They were closed for maybe a month and a half, 2 months because of the virus. They opened up recently though. They've actually shipped us our first shipment in months from them a few days ago, which is exciting. But Bandai was kind of going around them, or maybe Bluefin was going around it itself and having stuff shipped directly to some other secondary distributors, I guess you might call them, in the US. And so for us, we managed to find a few of those during all this, which was another silver lining for Mecha Warehouse, because we now have more distributor options, including a great one down in Connecticut that gets us stuff super fast when we order. So that was a plus side for us. I know importing other things, like I had bought something from Side 7 Exports, which is a small shop in Japan that sells P Bandai stuff and Gundam Base limited stuff, and they were having trouble getting stuff out of Japan because Japan Post basically shut down. All right, and it's that time again, guys. So we're getting a little bit closer to the end here. It's 9:14, so let's say everybody pick a random number between 1 and 90 and drop it in the chat. And in a couple minutes here, I will draw another random number and we'll see if anybody has won that Maganac. Marker go. Dakota Knock, buying kits is just as much of a hobby as building them. It is for some people, definitely. Some of those collectors, Dakota, those Zoids are 80-20, 80 to 100 easy. Yep. Cord, I just pulled the trigger on the Easy 8, the sale on the site. Awesome, man. If anybody's new and just joined us, we've got a that sale going on, MD15 on some select kits. Go up on the top of the page and see the link for the collection. Knock, well, as a college, it was Warhammer 40k. I spent $1,000 on it. Warhammer 40k is expensive too. Ian, anyone else help for Curios? Should be here soon. I'm looking forward to it. Already, Gunpow's getting big as a hobby. Here in CT, you can find kits at a lot of hobby and video game stores here. Danny Chu from Smart Dollar to DHL to get things out of Japan. Yeah, it seems like the I'm assuming that J-Post does most of their shipping via like passenger plane, basically. Because I'm assuming that the decrease in flights out of Japan is probably what knocked that all out. But I'm pretty sure DHL and UPS and all those carriers are still shipping because they're probably flying their own planes. All right, so let's draw this random number. Number 73. Looks like we already have a winner here. I see Tabletop Modeler with 73. Does anybody else have 73? James Russell. So Tabletop Modeler, looks like I'll be sending this your way. So shoot me an email, nick@mechawarehouse.com, and we'll sort out the details to get that out to you. Probably should have put a disclaimer on this. If you're not in the U.S., we might have problems, but hopefully you're in the U.S. So I don't know. I think I might give away another one. We're gonna keep those. Yeah, Dakota. Might keep those. Reset that chance to a lot lower, but I'll keep drawing with these other drawings and see. Maybe we'll give away two. We'll see. This is kind of fun. So let's set that time out a while. So we'll probably do another drawing or two. Yes, congrats, Tabletop Modeler. Bernie Millen just subscribed. Thank you. A bunch of new subs tonight. Jack, can you give me the lotto numbers now, Tabletop Modeler? Really? Really? Please. Tabletop Modeler, I can only use a crystal ball once per day. Dylan Perry, I'm here for the beard stream again. The beard is definitely more tame, I think. Or was it tame last time? I don't even know what day it is. I'm assuming it's Saturday because I'm streaming. Respin Moon down. Found the fish my PG unicorn I got from you. Awesome, man. How long did that take you? Okay, let's see. 17 and 4A. That Mother had to look at the model, but I meant the weather itself some significant battle damage. That'd be cool, man. If you're not, maybe you don't know. I'm not sure. Maybe you do know. Maybe this is what you're referring to. We've got a build competition going on right now called Grunt Destruction. And so we are basically the point of the competition is to take a grunt suit of some sort and basically damage it. Heavily weathered, destroyed limbs, whatever tickles your fancy. Got some huge prizes going for that, so I would definitely look into that one. I'm really looking forward to seeing the winners, or not even the winners, but just all the entries for that, because I think they were going to see some good ones. People have done some of the ideas people have floated out there are pretty awesome. And gonna hop off the stream for a minute to make sure Discord isn't on fire. PRB, yeah, go to it, man. Tabletop Mother, oh cool, how long do I have to build it? I think submissions, if I remember correctly, I said it was August 1st. I don't know if anybody in the stream, if Dakota's still around maybe, or Ian or somebody, anybody who might be on the Discord or have the link handy, if you want to drop that link in the chat for me, that would be amazing. B, I need D. Where is my D runner? There we go. Go to university. All right, it's okay, everyone. I made it here for the Maganac. We already gave one away, man. I might give away a second one. I was going to make sure I gave away at least one tonight. So, if no one wins any of these further drawings, I might have to find a way to stack the odds a little bit so it's a little less likely. So I don't give away all my inventory tonight. Complete University, you're building a Maganac or two, right? You get to those P Bandai ones yet? Cool, man. Complete University. Yeah, I've got a MW Maganac I'm painting right now, so look out for that video. If any of you guys are in a Gunpla, definitely check out Complete University. He's got a great YouTube channel. We sent them some stuff to build, so you can check out some of his reviews and stuff. University, and I got some P Bandai ones as well. Have you touched those ones yet? Mr. Jahan, hey Nick, which show collectively has the best Gundam designs in your opinion? I don't know. I like the designs from a lot of the different shows, often for different reasons. So I have a hard time picking. I'm obviously a big fan of Gundam WIng. A lot of there's a lot of cool designs in Gundam WIng in my opinion. But UC in general also has a lot of really cool designs. So like 8th MS team, maybe just on the pure like realism factor, some badass mobile suits that are practical, relatively speaking. Like I could see an RX-79 ground Gundam and the ground GM like going at it for real, more so than I could see one of the Gundam wingsuits like flitting through the air like it's weightless. Company University, haven't broken into the P Bandai ones yet. Finished a Leo, so working the Magnax and the Sandrock before I come back around. That's cool, man. I think you'll enjoy them. There are definitely some cool designs. Rest been moon down. Just finished the Bulma capsule bike kit from Bandai. How was that? I haven't built any of the DBZ related kits yet, but I've had a bunch of them. I think some of them are interesting. That one is interesting because that bike thing's pretty cool, but not interesting enough for me to want to build it. So just out of curiosity, everybody who's here, how many of you guys showed up because of the email that went out right before the stream? How many people saw this on social media somewhere? How many of you guys are on the Mecha Warehouse customer Discord? Did any of you guys stumble in here because of friends or because it might have shown up somewhere else for you? Just curious how everybody's showing up. Moon is a pretty smooth build. That's cool. That like transforms or something, right? Between like the bike and like a mech-ish kind of thing. If I remember correctly, maybe. Could be wrong. Do a lot of hedging. Dylan Perry, Discord. Mr. J House out randomly on my YouTube subscriptions. James Rester Discord. Cody meant to give you a shout out, Nick. I see Destiny Pay Marcus got here today. Thanks again for the awesome man. Andrew Ross email. Jack email before the stream. Josh, I was on the way home from work when I got the email. Just a social media email on last week's stream. Save the day Discord. Already Facebook ads got me to the YouTube yesterday and I just happened to sub. Then I saw an alert that you were live. Random lucky chance there. Discord tales that mildly refers by Dave to check out the channel. Dave and I built a lot of models when I was younger. Read that works. Email. Just work out the notes for YouTube. I have to start making excuses to send out those emails on Saturday nights instead of other times of the week. Maybe Saturday night's my time. Seems like when I send out an email, I get a bunch of people here. Dakota. That's Woof, right? The social media platform from The Office, the one that contacts you on every possible channel at the same time. Anyone else remember that? Complete University Discord. University, I guess I'm a regular here. I think you could say that. Might have to give something away every week. James, plastic dealer on the corner. Already, yeah, I've only watched The Office all the way through like 4 times. Gorgeous. Office is a great show. There are like certain scenes from that show that I just like keep going back to. That I think are like the most awesome ones ever. Like the parkour scenes. There was parkour. I mean, everybody does that now, right? I just run through places and like kick them randomly with my feet and yell parkour. That's kind of my jam now. And the whatchamacallit one, the CPR episode where Dwight cuts the face off the dummy. Perfect, right there. Absolutely perfect. Nick's like, hey kids, you want to buy some Gunpla? Open trench coat. I need to get a trench coat for my Gunpla. That sounds like a really good idea. So the day, Nick, hey kids, want some top tier plastics? Yeah, I want to buy a white panel van and write free Gunpla on the side. Core Grimes' funniest scene for me is when Andy pulls Darnell's keyboard off the stand, walking to Angela and he yells, damn it. So, I don't know if I remember that one. I need to up my game. Dakota, I'd jump in that van. You know what? If I was talking about at one point, maybe I got to bring out a bunch of people out with me if I go to like SCGMC. We'll just have to get the rental vehicle to be a white panel van, and we'll just bring some, that like soap or whatever they use when they mark drawn windows and stuff at like the car dealerships, and we'll just write Gunpla, free Gunpla on the side. We'll roll up. That'll get some attention. Probably from the cops, but... Knock, yeah, 4 kid in quarantine jail. That sucks. I've got 1. I think it should show up eventually. But I'm not holding my breath waiting for that day. Maybe I should do this in the order it says I should do it in. Follow those whole directions and stuff. There we go. Andrew Ross, I'll chase that fan like a kid chasing the ice cream truck. Man, now I want to go to an ice cream truck. We had ice cream sandwiches in the fridge for like 2 days because my wife had just went grocery shopping, and we're now out. Won't get any more for a while because we're trying not to go shopping very regularly. So that's kind of a bummer. E 37. Perry. Ice cream is an essential item. Already. What if the ice cream trucks will be out this summer with the whole COVID situation? Everything's pretty much open again here in CT. Things seem to be open in here, but even when things were like fully closed here in New Hampshire, there's like a fried dough truck or whatever in town, and they would park like in the middle of town, and they were serving fried dough like a few weeks ago when everything was still in like 100% lockdown. It's like, really? I mean, we've been basically avoiding like all restaurants and takeout even because we don't really need to. And why expose yourself to the extra risk? But now with everything starting to open it up, it's an interesting situation. What was I gonna say? Interesting situation. So like here in New Hampshire, gyms and stuff are opening back up, and I'm not sure if everybody knows. A lot of you probably don't, but I have a karate school I run in addition to Mecha Warehouse. So it's small. It's mostly just a passion project, opportunity to keep training more than it is really supposed to be part of my income or anything. But we've been doing a lot of classes on Zoom the past 2 months or so. Well, a little longer than 2 months at this point. But now that things are being allowed to kind of open up again, starting June 1st, we can have in-person classes again, according to the state, and that'll just be an interesting transition back to being in person. That's been kind of reassuring to not have contact with people. I just know that the only chance I get sick at this point is either my wife gets it at the grocery store, the like once every 3 weeks that she's been going, or the UPS driver or post office person has to bring it to me, because those are the only people I have contact with at all. But if I'm back to teaching, I'll have contact with, a dozen to 2 dozen people at least once a week, maybe multiple times a week, depending on our schedule that we reopen with. And so that's a little bit interesting. Mr. J. Ham, money's been tight since the quarantine stopped me from working, so I had to sit back and watch as P-Panic Kid wanted sold out. Oh man, that sucks. Which one? Maybe it'll come back around again. And what do you do? Are they opening up your business again soon, or you think you're going to be locked out for the long haul? No, I'm a manager at a restaurant, so yeah. Quick grabs, nothing are really close here. Most shops either went to a drive service or local shipping. Already, will you actually go back to doing in-person training even if everything opens back up? That's what I'm in the middle of trying to figure out, Artie. I sent out an email to my students this morning trying to see if people will come back. Because obviously if the students don't want to show up, then it doesn't make sense. And so far, everybody who's responded has said that they would prefer to go back if we can follow whatever safety protocols the state's going to require. It's just it's not going to be as good as it could be because half the fun training in person is partner stuff and sparring and whatnot, which is probably all not a great idea. I'm slightly concerned about airflow and stuff. There's just not enough fresh air in the dojo. You got a lot of people breathing heavily in a closed condensed space. It's kind of your worst case for transmission. So probably won't go back to full classes every day or at a normal schedule. Probably split it a little bit. It's J-Hound. It was the GM Guard Custom E2. Hard to say if that one would come around again. Tabletop Modeler, recommendations for a basic build supply kit. I don't know about kits. We had a basic toolkit in stock at one point that I'd recommend. But I don't know that we have those right now, or what else would be recommended. Dakota, gotta go, boss man. Enjoy the night. Thank you, man. Thank you for stopping by. Miss J-Hound, what made it even worse was that I went to the bank with just some cash and put it on a card to come home and buy them, but he was sold out when I got back. Some of those fly off the shelves, man. This Terra supply kit, like for tools and building. Yeah, that's what Tabletop Modeler's looking for. If anyone has any recommendations, please feel free to drop something in there. We've got individual tools. We've got like the basic set of nippers in stock. We've got some sanding sponges. Some of the markers, some of that stuff I need to restock, I think. I'm getting kind of low on some of those items. You'll probably be ordering more in the near future. And balancing a lot of different stuff the last few weeks. I've got so many kits on order already I got to deal with, so I think the next thing is more supplies, paints, markers, restocking some tools. Dressers, scribers. I want to get some scribers. I know we had some Tamiya ones. I have to go look again at some of these overseas suppliers. They were having some trouble last time I looked. I was trying to add those to the store. So that they'll hit those up again. Best tear in my nippers, hobby knife, nail buffing block, panel line pen. Yeah, those are all the basics. Done a pair of basic nippers in the store, really good quality. Been using them for almost 2 weeks. Yeah, those I've used those ones. I pulled a pair for my son to use building his first kit because I didn't want him to be using my fancy god hands. Those nippers are good. We got some of the Tamiya sanding sponges. And we do have some markers. I don't know if we have all the panel lining marker color options in stock right now. Unfortunately, the stock up. Zeus Hernandez, if you ever get Victory Gundam, I would definitely buy that. It's one of my favorite Gundams. You might be in luck, Jesus. We're in the middle of restocking. I've got an order in late last week that'll be up on the site. Maybe sometime this weekend or early next week, more likely. They've got the Victory Gundam Verka came in, so keep an eye out for that next restock email. We should have that up for you. Mr. J-Hound, I'd check around on Amazon if Nick doesn't have what you need. My girlfriend found a kit that basic nippers, sanding sponges, tweezers, art knife, and panel line marker for like $15. We have a kit like that. I need to get more of those because those kind of things are good. I might need to assemble my own kit, maybe, of my recommended supplies from some of these different suppliers. No, I bought a lot of my stuff from Michaels and Lowe's. Calvin Ramirez, is that eraser you have right next to you for the panel lining? Yes. So I use, this is just, I'll say it's like Stadler or something, just a standard white eraser, and I use it to wipe off excess of the panel lining marker. Works pretty well. I think I got this when I was in college. Actually, I used a lot of white erasers, being in engineering and all. All right, so if you heard that timer, that means I'm going to draw again. This time I'm going to hopefully stack the odds in my favor a little bit so I don't have to give away two of these, but we'll see. If I give away a second one, then that's just it. I can't give away a third kit today. So let's pick a random number between 1 and 250, let's say. We'll reset it to that. So throw out a number between 1 and 250 in the chat. And I will draw a number in that range, and we'll see if anybody wins this set. We'll pull a second Maganac if we have to. B and F are the runners I need. I was going to throw this out there before I draw the number. Tabletop, if you win again, I might just draw a second number, or just not send you a second one. As much as I believe every person deserves to have at least like 5 Maganacs. We'll see though. Odds are that probably won't happen anyway. James making it hard for me spelling it out. I'll cut the parts for this next step here. And then I'll draw that number. Calvin Ramirez. I use cotton swabs for cleaning my panel line. Should I switch to using an eraser? Cotton swabs work. I used to use like Q-tip swabs or whatever. I think the eraser lets you get a little bit more off and especially if it's dried, it will work still, which is good. Oh, so this has these hands. Oh, man. Articulating hands. 26. Cody Ratliff from Mecha Warehouse got the starter kit. Yeah, I got to put one together. Like, it would be pretty easy just to order some extras of all the components that would go into it and just throw them in a Ziploc bag or something. Cool. All right, let's draw that number. This time between 1 and 250. 223, a good number. 223. Did anyone get 223? Cody was the last number I saw. No one got it that time. Because I feel like they kind of smudge my pieces. Yeah, so like I think what happened for me is I've noticed with this using like a swab, cotton swab or Q-tip, it would kind of clean it off if it was really fresh, but the longer the ink dried, the more it would just smudge and leave some on there. So the eraser will definitely take the rest of that off. Ross, Andrew, working through the HG kits can be difficult at times with big hands of small pieces like the HGX. Yeah, oof. Oh, yeah. And some of the real grade kits, man, like I think the real grade unicorns got some really tiny pieces. Knock, does the independent finger suck when together? It can. They don't hold things as well. They require more cleanup and work than the swappable hands. It's nice that you don't have a lot of swappable hand parts to keep track of. But it's another, I don't know. They can be good. Depends on what you're doing with the kit, I guess. So actually I need to do one more random drawing tonight, I think. And we'll see. I think going forward for all these streams, I'm probably going to do the same kind of thing and have a kit on deck to be given away. I'll probably start skewing those numbers a little bit, so I might not end up giving one away every time, just based on luck, but I'll definitely be trying to give one away every time. And if we hit a higher viewer count, maybe I'll increase what the value of that kit is or something. Oh, Ian retracted his message. I was about to read that. I think I'm going to try to start sending out an email every Saturday. It seems to work pretty well. By the way, too, if you are not already subscribed, definitely subscribe. We got some good stuff coming. These streams every Saturday night at 8:30 Eastern Time. Got some other videos planned and on the way. Got some funny and interesting ones, some things I want to do, some tests, if you will, some destructive tests of some things that I don't think you'll want to miss if you're in a Gun Plus. So definitely hit the subscribe and notification button so you can get updates when we put those other videos out. Wonder if I still have any splash paint left. Ganger, Snorlax, I don't know what you guys are referencing. Respin Moon down kit recommendation, going to place an order with you. What kind of kit are you looking for? A particular grade you're looking for? We've got that sale going on, Respin, so if you might want to check out that list. There are some good kits on there for 15% off with that MD15 code. The link to the collection of items on sale is at the top of our website. Oh wow, I was right. Some of these we already sold out a couple of these splash paints. Ian Whoops was going to ask you opinion on best Pokemon for the original series. Anyway, I'm back from Discord. Welcome back. God, Pokemon. I don't know if you want me talking about Pokemon. Looks like the splash, the mecha color options there, the mecha line is already out or low on some of those colors. It's kind of what I expected to happen. I don't think I got enough of them for a longer period. That's okay. Gunplay University. Nick, you can get a splash paint a test drive. I am not, because I don't use lacquers, because I don't think I have the ventilation that is required for that type of paint, especially some of those clear coats and stuff. It talks about wearing long sleeves and wearing respirators of certain quality if you read the warnings about it. Because I guess they contain cyanide or something. And I know my ventilation isn't all that great. I like being able to use acrylics and not have to wear a respirator if I don't want to, and not feel like I'm going to die or put my kids at risk. I'll tell you, those splash paint bottles, they look like beautiful, tasty little juice drinks or something. Flavor shots or something. They're pretty... They look like tasty. But I'm pretty sure if I drank one, I'd die. Dylan, I need another shot. I need another shot at winning a Magnac. I need to throw one in my order yesterday. I forgot. Well, as always, next time, if you don't win, Clean Versus pretty much all I use is lacquer. I think I'd like to use lacquers, or at least try them, because, I mean, there's obviously the most durable option. And just seeing how some people with lacquer paints on their builds can treat their builds and not have paint scrape off just is incredible. But to me, the health risks aren't worth it right now. When I get the warehouse, I think I might try to set up a really high-end spray booth in there, like a studio or something, for some ideas I have for content down the line. So maybe I'll be able to do that there. I was actually thinking, like, for build nights, I need to have a build night room that's actually got like a hood spray booth, something that you could have people come in and safely spray at a build night. I think that'd be really awesome. James' favorite Pokemon is Maganac. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I grew up in the original Pokemon Game Boy era there, so. But I pretty much shut it out once I got away from it. Cody, that Zaku must become. Any of you guys out there planning on submitting entries for the Grunt Destruction contest that we're running? Oh, Cody, that Zaku must be mine. Typing stuff on phones. Man, some of the typos I come up with are crazy. Knock, that build night sounds cool. Yeah, I think that'd be cool once we get our actual like shop warehouse situated and things open to the point where people want to come in. Although I guess painting, everybody has to come in with a fancy respirator. Probably safe from the COVID then. Dylan Perry brainstorming how to destroy an RGM-79 GM mass production for submission. Sweet. I'm looking forward to seeing everybody's entries to that contest so much. Cody Ratliff. McCord, don't spill all my secrets. Sharkbait Design Works order Zaku 2 for the Grunt Challenge. Might do a crossover design with it. That's awesome. Calvin Ramirez, what are your thoughts about those gun primer sanding stick? I'm not sure what you mean by gun primer. Is that a brand? I might not even know the product that you're referring to. Alright, got the end on there. What is next on the next page? Josh Sullivan, I never attempted battle damage before, but I'm learning how to do it now. I finished one of those Zakuzay word. I'll definitely submit it. Cool. Already are the rules somewhere for this grunt contest? Yeah, I thought I was gonna have somebody drop them in, but no one got to it. Let me grab the link real quick. Oh, I gotta sign into chat. How am I not allowed to chat? Let's try this. Will this work? There we go. There is the link. That's got all the rules. Just keep in mind it has to be a new build. I don't know how many entries like the same day, like an hour after I posted the contest, I had entries being submitted. And well, I know there are some fast builders out there. It is pretty hard to build a kit and damage it, paint it, weather it, and take great photos in under an hour. James says I need a MSIR 04 ANF or MSU 04 Phantom model. I'm not even familiar with which one those are. Okay, I think I might build the shoulder next. I'll just finish the right arm today. Let's find runner F. $14 and $16 and $28. Yep, these are those same. Same crappy shoulders, I think. Already very cool. Gonna look through it, think of something. Yeah, I think we're giving away the first prize is a $300 gift card. And the second and third place as well. It's gonna be basically a bracket type of voting. I decided to make it. I want to assign some judges. Probably grab some of my sponsored builders that got a few really accomplished builders. Maybe a few people from outside. So it'll just be a bunch of A/B choices for these people. Seed a bracket. Do you like A or B? One they like the best will proceed to the next round, and hopefully have some winners, give away some good gift cards, some nice prizes. Should be fun. I like contests like that. We did a contest internal to the Mecha Warehouse customer Discord a few weeks back. That was the whole intent behind it, was to get people out of their comfort zone and doing things that they wouldn't normally do. So we picked a kit. In this case, it was the SDCS Ground Gundam, and entrance they had to use that kit. And they had to try something new they'd never tried before. That was pretty much the only rules. Is you had to apply a new technique and use that kit as the base. And it had to be recognizable as that kit, I think. And we got some people trying new stuff, new painting techniques, new weathering techniques, doing mods, all that kind of stuff. I think that's good stuff. I mean, just building a kit, snapping it together, maybe panel lining it is, if that's what you're into, that's great. I don't blame anybody. I do that from time to time. That's basically what I'm doing on this one. But I think there's a lot to be gained from the hobby and trying to expand your own limits. And after going down to ODO, the Old Dominion Open back in February, and seeing some of the builds people were putting up there, that inspired me to get out of my own comfort zone and do some cool stuff, painting and custom work and stuff. University, wish I could have gone to Odio earlier. I'd planned to enter. Yeah, it sucked, man. You had like a funeral or something that weekend, right? If I remember correctly. It's good to meet you down there, though. But I came out of that like I need to start painting. I need to do more stuff. I should have had an entry down there. There's just a lot of really, really cool stuff people did. And 12 off of J. Modeler, I don't even know where to start with paint. So many options. There are a ton of options. A lot of stuff. Maybe get some good tutorials out there or something. I've become a big fan of the Vallejo Mecha color line. I like the fact that they're relatively safe. You got to figure out thinning and stuff with them like any other paint. So don't get confused, because I think Vallejo does have an airbrush ready paint option, but that's not the one. But it's definitely not a simple process. I want to set up a course. I think would be cool. You find somebody to teach like an online course on airbrushing or something would be great. I think it's been down XE Ignition, Double O Riser, Barbatos are what I decided. Nice. Some good choices. Those Barbatoses have been flying off the shelves. I've never stocked that many of any kit, let alone a master grade at once. And I'm almost sold out, I think, relatively speaking. Like, I'm not like about to sell out, but I probably will in the next week, if not sooner. Backseat Politician, what's up, guys? Sorry I'm late. Just got off of work. Not much, man. Gave away one Maganac. Got one more drawing to potentially give away another one tonight, which would be cool. McCord Grimes, I'm going to hop off. Good night, everybody. And whoever wins the other kit, congrats. Thank you for stopping by, McCord. Catch you next time. Cody just ordered the Zaku. Got build up my ZN grunts for more picks. Awesome. Thank you. Complete University. Pick me. James Resser. The Phantom is a fossil fuel combustion type from Double O, I think. Oh, interesting. I need to watch Double O. There's so many Double O designs that are out there, and I've got no clue what any of them are. Mr. Jahan, what are you listening to? It's speaking to me. I use Pretzel Rocks, Pretzel.rock, something like that. Pretzel.rocks. It's a music service for streaming that's basically, I don't know, copyright free is the word for it, but it's supposed to be good to go for things like streams. It is the, let's see, which channel is it? Epic. Because everything I do is epic. You need an epic soundtrack. Brisbane down Double O is all about big effing swords. It seems like it. Every kit from there is just the one from before with like 4 more swords. Or at least that's how it seems sometimes. Oh, this one kid I want is Dynamis from Double O. Wish you had that kit. I have a few Master Grade Dynamis on the way, actually. I don't have a ton because it's actually a really old order from way before things blew up and we were selling big volume of anything. So they'll probably disappear like the moment that they go up on the site would be my guess. So definitely watch out for that stuff. But we do have some coming, and I'll be getting more as soon as I can. Dynamis is a big sniper rifle and dual pistol. Yep. Dynamis is a good kit from what I've heard. And Curios is coming out soon too. The Master Grade Curios should be released in the next month or so. Complete University G40 is coming, Nick. I'm not sure. I don't think I do. There was a bunch of confusion about G40 when it was first released. Bluefin wasn't actually selling them through stores. They were like selling them just themselves, and that might have changed. I can't remember if I managed to get some. I think I ordered some and they pulled them, but then they showed up again on another order, so I'm slightly confused about where those are at. So maybe. I know I've got some of the Beyond Global HG, which I think HG RX-78-2s, which was basically like another version of the G40, I think. Or the G40 technology applied to a more standard looking RX-78. So Jayhound, any chance of stock in the HG EW Airmaster? I'm not sure. I haven't heard of it, which is not a good sign. I think one of the things that people sometimes, not always, but sometimes don't know or understand about Gunpla. What is that? What am I? Oh, I see. Okay. There's that everything is made in batches, so popular kits get manufactured very regularly because there's enough demand that people are always buying them. Other kits that are less popular might get manufactured once a year. They might get manufactured every few years, if they ever get manufactured again at all. And so what that basically means is that for some kits, who knows when you'll be able to get them again. So I'll look for it next time I place an order. But if I haven't seen it, that means it's probably not available right now. Nice, I'll keep an eye on it. Complete University, that's an old Gundam X kit, I think, right? Yeah, that sounds right. I mean, it could be that I just didn't see it because I'm like not looking for those kits as much. There's definitely certain kits that catch my eye easily because I know they're popular because they're kind of in the zeitgeist. Everybody's talking about them. So I can keep an eye out. I just can't make any guarantees if or when. HA, where is H? Mr. J, Hound, yep, ever since watched Gundam X and A, he's my favorite. Sweet. Stifling a yawn there. Guess I'm getting tired. Three. Seeing that big ass shield piece there. It's getting me hyped about getting to the shield. D5. This is probably my H right here, right? Yep, all the way on the other side of the stack. I need H8. Cool. Oh, there's the timer again. So we'll do one more drawing here in a moment. Oh, I can't see on my glasses because I splashed them. So yeah, I guess we can do that last drawing now. So one more chance for a Maganak HG kit. Just like before, let's throw up a number between 1 and 250. So throw a number in the chat between 1 and 250. When I finish cleaning these pieces, I will draw that number. Okay, is the 1/4 scale good kit? I get I know the smaller JW. I feel like there's a type 1 there or something I can't understand. Could just be the fact that I'm tired. Is everybody throwing the same numbers out every time? Maybe, probably. Got a good number of people here. That's awesome. It's a good stream today. Good crowd. Thank you guys all for hanging out. I'll have to bribe you guys more often. James Dresser, it's my lucky number I never won with. Already I am LL, it's a lucky number, but it hasn't paid off yet. JN discounts, LOL. There you go. I should announce a random special discount code for my build nights or something. Maybe I'll try that in the future at some point. Just start doing all my dings and dents kits and stuff. I've got a whole bunch of kits that got dinged up a little bit here and there on the way in and travel that I don't really want to sell at full price. Maybe I should just give those ones away. Alright, just take the nubs off this one more piece and then I'll draw. So if anyone hasn't gotten a number in yet, make sure you get it in. 1 and 250. Alright, so let's draw this number and then I will snap these ones together and I'm probably calling it a night after that. 174. Let's see, do we have a 174 back in here? A 176 and a 173. No 174, so I guess it just won Magamech tonight. Whew. Saving me some money, but I'll probably pick another kit next week. And do the same kind of thing. Mulligan. James Russer. Asking for the mulligan. Already, oh, I feel bad for the dude who picked 173. I mean, even if I keep the odds at 1 in 250, but, you know, draw 4 or 5 times, you're still got a 1 in 50 chance of winning. Means if I kept those odds and everybody showed up for a year, statistically speaking, you could probably win once within a year. It's not bad. But I'll probably gradually drop the, starting next week, I'll start dropping the odds each time to increase the likelihood of a win. Until we get a winner, and then I'll reset them back or something. We'll see. I've got at least a week to figure out what I'm going to do, but we'll do something similar. Alright, so get that shoulder. So if I want to put the shoulder on, get all the same WIng Gundam shoulder bullshit. But we got an arm. Kind of disappointed it took me a whole 2-hour stream to get one arm and a shoulder done. But I guess you guys are distracting. Cody Riley stickers are always good. Consolation prizes. Well, anytime you order, you get a sticker. Or at least you should. If I screw up, let me know and I'll help rectify it. But definitely lots of stickers to be had. And I'm getting red and green back in probably this week. Finally. Dylan, I wouldn't be mad if you accidentally dropped one in my box and left it when you packed my order. Ms. Jan, oh, so close, but yet so far. Knock, I post the box in Discord and Quarantine Gel, so I just wondered if I should cancel it. Where'd you post it? Oh, that one. Oh, that kit. That's the one I think it is. We'll probably have some of those coming soon. All right. Although you're about to get a finger shaken at you by the mods. Okay. Anyway, I think I'm gonna call it a night at that point because I'm not gonna get another whole arm built. Seems like a nice clean place to break for the night. So thank you guys for hanging out with me tonight. Really appreciate you spending the time with me, even if I had to bribe you. But I guess I'll try to bribe you again next week. So see you guys around. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream, and see you next week, same time, 8:30 p.m. Eastern time, same place right here. So make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell, and see you guys later. Peace.